Most of you watching this video have the needed mechanical ability to have top tier piece control, but because of multiple factors like movement, timing, and peaks, you fall short of reaching your full fighting potential. In today's video, I'm going to be going over how to get perfect piece control. Now, I bet all of you watching this video have experienced fully piecing somebody, but getting one pumped. After watching this video, that is something that is never going to happen again. The first thing we're looking at is movement. Movement when piece controlling is one of the hardest aspects of the game to master. The problem lots and lots of players have is that they practice the wrong fundamentals. They practice and practice and practice some more, but they don't understand the theory behind good peaks, movement, and piece timing. The first thing we're taking a look at is when you are boxed up and someone is at your wall. I'm gonna walk you through very slowly what to do when someone is dropping down on your wall. You want to start by opening the editing menu, looking at the gray transparent lines. And before confirming your edit, you want to make sure your head is under the transparent lines, whilst continuously holding W or your joystick forward, making sure you're as close to the wall as humanly possible. Doing this will be very hard on edit on release, but if you want perfect piece control, this is the way you need to practice. Using these gray transparent lines as an indicator of where you can stand protected is one of the best tips I can give you to improve your fundamentals. When practicing, focus on being slow but insanely accurate. Don't accidentally confirm too early. Make sure that you are actually covered behind the peak. Confirm and place the pieces around your opponent. The unfortunate truth is that most players have a muscle memory built around sloppy piece control fundamentals. And in order to reset and renew your muscle memory, you need to spend a lot of time in creative, playing slowly and precisely. The next thing we need to talk about is piece controlling upwards. Upwards piece control is quite tricky as the player above have high ground and also generally speaking an advantage unless you do a great peak. These are the scenarios where I see most mid-level players getting hit for maximum damage. So let's go over how to piece control someone above you. The first thing I want to say is that the middle window edit when it comes to piece control is only good if the opponent is in the middle or to the left of the box above you. Meaning if the opponent is to the right, the middle window edit is not good at all, especially not coming from below. The peanut butter edit is phenomenal, but once again, you need your head covered under the peak before you confirm your edit. Doing this can again easily be done by looking at the transparent lines. When piece controlling from this angle, you need to place walls, then cones, which is different to the next peak, and that peak is of course the right window peak. When doing this peak, you want to make sure you're covered behind the transparent lines, confirm the edit, place a cone above and below, and get a couple of walls around your opponent as well. Any of these peaks are good, and if you execute them perfectly, there's not a chance in the world that you get hit. It's all about timing, movement, and the peaks you perform. Moving on, we naturally also gotta touch on piece controlling opponents that are under you. The main mistake I see people make when they piece control someone that's under them is standing in the middle of their window edit, when all it takes is a slight step to the left to give them a perfect peak. Standing in the middle of your window when piece controlling someone is like a wish to get maxed, so we want to try to avoid this if possible. If you want to bait someone to drop down one tile, facing a ramp through their wall is, in my experience, the best way to do so. Next up, I need to talk about sideways piece control, because I see so many players throwing fights because they don't know how to play diagonal piece control 100% safely. Diagonal box fights and diagonal piece control is by far the easiest things to do if you have good movement, and lucky for you, I'm here to tell you everything you need to know. When you have the opportunity to piece control someone diagonally, you want to hold a W into your wall, then edit your side wall while still holding W into your wall, making sure you're fully glued to it. Then you want to control your movement as much as possible with your A and D keys, still holding the W button, to the point where you can piece control your opponent. I see so many players just running in when they have a wall they can use as cover, and this is just stupid because the additional potential reward you get for running in is literally non-existent. As long as you don't miss absolutely all of your shots, there is no possible way you can lose a duel when you have someone boxed diagonally. The diagonal peek and piece is the strongest and easiest combo in the game. You can't make a video on perfect piece control without including high cones. High cones has been meta for a very long time now, and if you haven't already mastered using them in your fights, then you need to start today. To those of you who don't know how to high cone, it is essentially just looking over your wall and getting the timing right to the point where it goes on the other side of the wall. Getting good at abusing high cones comes from actively thinking about it when playing creative and also practicing it whenever you're just free building. High cones can be used in nearly every fight you find yourself in, and is a seriously good way to get an advantage quick in a fight. If you implement all of the things I have said in today's video, good peaks, good movement, high counts, and phenomenal timing, then there is nothing holding you back from becoming an amazing fighter. Thank you all so very much for watching today, and I'll see you all very, very soon.